So in 2014, at a board meeting, Dana Blakely suggested that we start an annual tradition of a dinner event where we would bring community leaders from across the county, elected officials, and nonprofit leadership to talk about one thing, and that would be veteran homelessness. The last decade was marked right in the center with where we lost our founder and president, George Taylor Sr., my father. Our core culture in the organization is still very much wrapped around my father's persona. He didn't take no for an answer. He wasn't going to wait for the system to just fix itself. He was going to demand it. And that's pretty much who we are still to this day. To where now we're sold out 3 months before the dinner actually takes place, without even sending out an invite to a max capacity, 510 people.
I was in the Army, yep. I started out reserves, and then I went active duty for 14 years, 8 months. I got in the late 1900s, 1996, and my job was, I was an MP the whole time. I stayed until the 1st of July, 2011. 4 combat tours. There was good, bads, and in-betweens with that stuff. And then I had to get out.
Been working with Jay now for about, I'd say about 3 years now altogether. His journey was hard, I think, because his PTSD was very bad. Drugs, he had no guidance, he felt worthless. He was really down on himself a lot. He had very low self-esteem. He didn't think he was going to amount to nothing. He had no goal. He was lost, put it to you that way. He really was lost.
About 5 years on and off. Sometimes it'd be a couch, but I never had a place really. They say living on the beach is nice, but if you have a house, it's nice. But if you don't, that's not so nice. I can use a rock for a pillow. I've done it before, But yeah, it's whenever you get tired. But the drugs I was doing, you didn't stay tired much. Yeah, it was bad. It was, whew. It was, I'm surprised I'm even still here, really. And I do believe that if I'd have kept going down that path, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. I found Jan's place, and I swear she saved my life. Whew. I didn't expect that. But yeah, it was, I need to take a break.
Oh, I'd have probably been dead. If you really want to know the full deal, because I was ready to just, I figured I'd lived long enough, what the hell. But then they made me happy again, and I'm not gonna do it. I was in the U.S. Navy on the USS Forrestal for 3 years. engineering law room as a clerk. Pretty stressful place there. The main engineer was in that office. And where I went to on, battle stations was down into this central controls, what it's called. And this is the place where if the bridge gets blowed up, this central control takes care of it. It's really stressful. I mean, it really was.
My name is Janet Thurman. When a vet comes into NVHS and needs either housing or rental and utility assistance, I'm the coordinator that helps assist with that whole process. When Mike came to NVHS, he was very stressed out, not able to make his rent, and in a crisis situation.
I was getting a Navy pension, and then when I got my Social Security, I was making good money. But anyway, they took the pension off of me. They dropped it down to $99. It's about the time the people here sold the place and they raised my rent. Well, here I am. I got $800 and some odd rent bill now, and I'm only making like $1,200. You know, I know there's been 2 or 3 times I went 2 or 3 months without a shower because I lay right there in that bed. And, well, actually, it wasn't that bed because they gave me this bed. It was one that was sinking in the middle. It was a sway back. I called it silver. But anyway, that's beside the point. I mean, I'm pretty happy now, though. I mean,
Mike was receiving a very low food subsidy. We helped him get those increased, helped him get subsidized housing where he didn't have to spend his entire monthly income on rent. And now he only pays a small portion of his income towards rent. So that's helped him with his stability, which is the goal at NVHS.
They told me what to do, but then they went ahead and did it for me. That's how deep they got behind me. I mean, they picked me up like you wouldn't believe.
For 2011 till not long ago, I stayed pretty high on whatever I could get. And when I quit, man, these emotions, man, you felt every one of them, and I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready for that. And I could be sitting there laughing one minute and crying the next, and sometimes that still happens, but it was, when you come out of that and you start feeling the world again, it's rough.
We put him in transitional housing. We donated a vehicle to him so he could get out more. We hooked him up with somebody to help him with his benefits to get him his other 20%.
Well, they gave me a place that was safe, for one. They gave me time and space to think about, what I want to do, where I want to be, how I want to get there. It only cost me $400 a month, which, that's how I saved money to get this place.
Jay is very happy, and I think he's found some peace now in his own little sanctuary here.
So it's pretty fresh. I'm still trying to, get used to it and stuff. I'm like, dang, this is mine. Who wants to go swimming? I do.
I was a chemical specialist, is what it's called. Nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare was my specialty. I moved here from Las Vegas, Nevada because I couldn't pay the rent any longer by myself. Me and my daughter had an apartment together and we split the rent. And I ended up in so much debt, I didn't know how I was going to survive paying my bills. Right now I have my own apartment. It is awesome. Next for me, I am going to live there. It's probably the last place I will live because of my age. The only other thing I need is a car.
Oh my gosh! We are so proud of you and all you've done to overcome all the obstacles in your path to build a better, stable future for yourself. So we have this.
Oh my gosh!
And I think you're gonna need this to go with it.
What is this for? What is this?
Surprise for you outside.
Nah, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's amazing.
you.
Oh, thank you so much.
And this is
this is for
yours.
you.
No way! Oh my gosh! Oh, I love it! Oh, thank you. It's awesome.
Now we can go blow your money.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's called save, okay?
These people, they called me and everything just started turning around. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the greatest bunch in the world. I mean, I could just hug y'all.
I'm looking forward to Christmas down here and with all the grandchildren. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you very much. You saved this old soldier's life, for real. I mean, when there was a lot of them out there trying to take it, you really, you got me. Appreciate that.
Thank you all for standing by us, and thank you for all your donations to help make a home for these veterans that come from nothing, and we make them a beautiful home with all of your support and your donations, so thank you.
Being able to work closely with the vets gives me purpose. I love working with them. I love seeing them come in and knowing that we help them get through a situation and just take some weight off of their shoulders. It just gives me purpose, and I enjoy it every day.
I think one of the real things that's been beneficial over the last 10 years is the strength of our partnerships, both with private and public organizations. We've created a pretty strong awareness of veteran homelessness and the factors that influence that. And I think that awareness has really strengthened the ecosystem of Brevard County. People are very aware of the resources that are available to them. We're able to act quickly and quickly resolve their problems.
Before the military, I was somebody different. And when I got back, it just, I didn't think anything could break me. But it damn sure did. It damn sure did.
The most important thing when you're working with somebody that's going through a really rough time is building trust. The compassion that my team brings to every single veteran is truly awe-inspiring. It really makes a major difference to the success of a veteran that's struggling. Cost of living in Brevard County has increased by 42%, while incomes have only increased by 28%. But it doesn't take a lot for somebody that was already struggling to be able to find themselves in a position where they're on the brink of homelessness. So on behalf of the veterans in our community that are going through a hard time, that need our help, thank you for your continued support of our mission to eliminate veteran homelessness in Central Florida. We couldn't do this without you, and together we get the job done.